Suppose you had a minute to talk to a Muslim.
Well, I'd say you've got your book, the Quran. You believe that's God's word. I've got the Bible. I believe that's God's word. You know, unless we get in this heavy debate on these issues, you know, how do we tell which one is and which isn't? Because they both can't be. So I'd say the way to do this, apart from faith, is to look on historical grounds and see what we can prove and see which book that aligns with. So what I would do is I'd go and say, look, without assuming that the Bible is trustworthy at all, let me give you 6 arguments that, which I think strongly suggest that Jesus predicted his imminent, or his claims about his imminent and violent death and subsequent resurrection. So 6 historical arguments, apart from presuming that the Bible is inspired or inerrant in any sense. So we can establish this historically speaking. Now, here's the deal. Once we have that established, if Jesus actually made these claims, and he did not die an imminent and violent death, which Islam says he most certainly did not, because the Quran says that he did not in Surah 4, verses 157 and 158. So if the Quran is correct there, and Jesus actually made these, then that means, and if Jesus didn't die like that, the Quran might be correct on that matter, but it's false on the matter of Jesus being a great prophet, because Jesus predicted these in the context of teaching his disciples and saying this is in fulfillment of the scriptures. So in other words, the Quran might be correct that Jesus didn't die an imminent and violent death, but it's wrong in calling him a prophet. He'd be a false prophet, and so therefore the Quran is wrong. On the other hand, if Jesus made these claims, like the historical evidence strongly suggests, and if he did die an imminent and violent death, and resurrected, but you don't even have to throw the resurrection in there. If he just simply died an imminent and violent death as he predicted, well, then the Quran is still wrong, because it says that he didn't. Either way, the Quran is wrong. So they're caught in this, what we could call the Islamic catch-22, between the proverbial rock and a hard place.